Hey, YouTube. This is the one and only Cares for Mercy, also known as Damien Moody. Now I'm back with another live video. And in this video, I just wanted to take the time to do something different. I mean, it's still Black History related because, like I was telling y'all, I'm gonna do a video where I was going to read a bunch of Black History articles, and I've been slacking because it's almost the end of February, and I haven't really been doing it throughout every day of February. In between, just not feeling like being on YouTube or doing schoolwork or taking neighborhood walks, and then wasting most of my time talking to friends on different social media platforms. But now that I have the time where I'm not really doing anything, I want to take the time to do this video. Um so on Power99 .iheart.com, they have this contest or whatever it's called where it says what Black History Month means to me. And it says, tell us below what Black History Month means to you. Tell us what Black History Month means to you. Select submissions could be featured on air throughout February. So I wanted to take the time to do a YouTube video. And when I was younger, I used to hear stories from my family because my great grandparents, they were born around like the 1920s and stuff like that. And a lot of my family are originally from Florida, like different parts of Florida. So, my earliest memories, I mean, yeah, I somewhat remember living in West Philly before we moved to Darby, Pennsylvania. Um, that shit is out of control. I mean, well, that stuff is out of control. But we used to live in Darby, Pennsylvania, and around that time. I'm trying to show mommy she tally, but she watching her show. All right, here we go. We're gonna roll real slow. And I remember they used to always tell stories like most of the time when we go over there, I'll be quick to just want to watch videos and chill until it's time to go home after I spoke to everybody. But there would be times where we'll sit in the room with my great grandpapa or my great grandma and they'd tell us different stories. And y'all know how kids are. They want to go outside and be climbing up trees and hanging with the neighborhood kids and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I had my moments where I used to go outside, but I was the type of kid that always wanted to sit in the house and watch videos. I watch music videos all day. 106 in Park. What Rap City, See This World, Hits from the Street. Remember See This World, Damien, after school? Mm-hmm. In mom and dad house? Yo. So I just felt like by sitting in the room watching videos, it pretty much kept me out of control because they already knew what I like watching, and they had cable all around the house. So you guys, some family members downstairs in the basement watching cartoons. I'm upstairs in the den watching videos, probably by myself until cousins and whoever else was interested in music came up there and was watching videos with me. And if I wasn't watching music videos, mom and dad, I probably was just a family house. Like, it was just a rap. Yeah.
But everybody was always fighting over the TV, but everybody had their own area. Then it wasn't that weird
Yeah.
how big the house was, but everybody had their own area, and we had to fight over the TV and shit.
But if I wasn't watching music videos, I probably was reading books and stuff, and I'd just be walking around the house reading books, and eventually my great grandparents seen that I was so interested and always wanted to read the books they had, because my great grandpa, he was a teacher, and down the basement they had like a little library room in the garage, and it was just filled with books all over the shelves. They pretty much had books all over the house, but the library room in between the garage and then the other library area, which was in the family room down in the basement, was just filled with books. And wasn't nobody reading them. They'd just be on the shelf. So I just started wondering what was they about, and I'd just be picking to them, reading and reading and reading. And I get so occupied reading, the shelves be all messed up, and I'll be getting in trouble because I don't put the books back, and the shelves be messed up. And my great grandpa got to come down the basement and fix them. But that was my way of getting out of trouble and not getting in trouble or getting yelled at or whatever the case may be. So yeah, eventually my great grandfather, he started showing me his records and stuff, because he had a record player, and he had a whole bunch of records with like black history stories and stuff like that. So we sometimes we'd sit in the room, and most of them would tell stories. Like, that's pretty much how I found out about the whole Emmett Till story, because I heard about the movie Roots, because family members will always talk about it, saying that they ain't want to watch it or whatever the case may be. But one of the biggest black history stories that I heard about was, I mean, other than being in school and doing black history assignments and stuff like that, I wanted to dig deep because y'all know how Black History Month is in school. They want to keep talking about Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and this person and that person. And I'm like, but y'all just tell me about the Rose. I'm like, not trying to take credit or be disrespectful, but I'm like, it's a lot more to Black history than every month we speak about Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, uh, Martin Luther King. And yeah, they are important heroes and heroines of Black history, but y'all don't want to talk about slavery and boycotting and civil rights and stuff like that. And when I get home, I mean, when I get to my great grandparents' house, and I start reading books that they don't have in school, the books I would read in school told deeper stories about what really went down. So so like I said, one of the biggest, deepest stories was um Emmett Till's story. And I was young to fully understand, like I was old enough to understand, like, the fact that what happened to him was wrong and stuff like that, but I didn't fully understand every nook and cranny of that situation as I do now, to be able to give a full opinion on how I feel about the situation.
Nope.
I just looked at it like,
Nope. Nope.
okay,
Nope. I'm not doing it. Nope. 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 If you're hungry, you better eat your food up and eat it. But other than that, you're laying down going to sleep. Bro, this is what we're about to do tonight. You missed today. You had a whole week off of school,
I
a whole weekend.
looked
There's
at it
no
like,
reason why you're not in school.
okay,
You
he
missed
was
today,
14 years
but that's
old,
it. You're taking your
whistled
ass
at
to
a
bed.
white
You have to
woman,
get up in the morning.
and
That's it.
what happened to us? He got lynched.
That's it.
But now that I'm
Well,
older, I could
we're
go
coming up here though.
deeper.
We're putting the cookies on the floor and everything, okay? Well, which one do you want to lay on the couch? I want to go to my brother. I want to go first.
I'll
Go
dig deeper
ahead.
into the story.
See, I mean, I have ready to be there.
And
Mm.
that's one thing that my great grandfather always would tell me because, like I said, they'd tell you one thing, and I think with school, they'd be like, they always want to dig deeper. Like, we'll hear about Anne Frank and the Holocaust or Adolf Hitler and stuff like that. But then when it comes to Black history, it's like they had some type of issue with it. And I'll be the type of, and they think that I just ain't want to participate. But I'm like, okay, whoop de do. Every single Black History Month, y'all keep talking about the same old stuff, and it's getting irritating because I could read a whole article about Rosa Parks, and then
You know, really, Damien, Black history. Damien, they didn't teach them any Black history. Damien, you know they make them pick Black sports and who was in the sports with Black history instead of picking the real information about Black history. Damien, why
mm-hmm.
did she just have to do a whole report on Michael Jordan? Damien, we had to paste all his basketballs, all his teams where he lived at. Then we had to do his kids and everything. Damien, but they had nothing to do with Black history. Yeah, Damien, I know that's Black history that these basketball players made it famous and they did what they did for the Black community, Damien. But there's more famous basketball players and stuff out here right there. Where's the real roots of Black history that they teach these kids? They don't even teach Anne Frank no more, and that bitch wasn't even Black.
It surely wasn't.
Thank you. They don't even teach that no more. We don't even know what Anne Frank is.
But they'd be like, "Oh, he not trying to participate. He don't want to do work." And it's because it's like, why am I sitting here reading about Rosa Parks, and then once we go sit down during the assembly, they like, all right, the next class come up, and it's a younger kid reading the same damn article I just got finished reading. So then y'all want to get mad if I want to do an assignment on Beyonce, or I want to do an assignment on Dorothy Dandridge, or I want to do an assignment on Tina Turner.
We like Dorothy Dandridge. That's a movie.
Then like, oh well, y'all listen to that type of. No one want to hear about that rap music and that R&B music. And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, now if we show y'all something important they did, if there's a first Black person to do this, or if there's a first Black man to do that, then y'all want to shut up. But I mean, I used to go back and forth with teachers all the time, and I talk about it with my great grandfather, and that's when we just sit in the room, we listen to records because at the end of the day, he pretty much lived through it. He like him and my great grandmother, they was born around the 1920s, so they tell me stories all the time. Just like
That's what I wish my younger brothers and my sons could experience how our great grandparents was. Like they came to this country from down south from going through slavery and everything. They came here and made a way for our family and we all supposed to be together. And then remember they wanted us to all go to Bethune Cookman College or what was it? FAMU and Bethune Cookman College. They all wanted us to do that and they all made us go to school with each other because they were school teachers. We all went to separate schools, but we all went together and we all got them more. I just wish that my younger brothers and my sons could experience that and see that what type of family that we had before our great grandparents died. That shit is crazy, Damien. I think about that shit sometimes, Phil. I wish they could experience what we had experienced one day.
But yeah, he had like my great grandfather. He had me sitting in the room listening to records for hours and hours and hours. And I enjoyed it because I mean, like, yeah, as a kid, you want to do other stuff. Like, I want to watch music videos or I want to go outside, stuff like that. But then after a while, it's like you don't always get these moments. And I enjoy being around my great grandparents because we had a close bond. And I enjoyed it because it gave me the opportunity to know a lot more about them and how they felt about certain stuff. Because, like, We didn't like I didn't live in Southwest. They lived in Southwest. I lived in Darby, so I didn't spend a lot of time around them. Because most of the time I'll be in school, and then by the time I come home from school, like around 4 or 5 o'clock, we go up until we'll get no, I'll say about 3 or 4. We go, then I get home, go to their house up until 6 o'clock when it's starting to get dark, and then next thing you know, we back home. Um, so yeah, I really did enjoy those moments, and that's what got me so deep into being interested in Black History and Black History Month, because I was always reading books and listening to records and stuff, and taking the time to pay close attention to the stories that my great grandparents would tell me. Um, but yeah, so one thing I at first when I was younger, I figured that because my great grandfather was a teacher, I would want to be a teacher. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity because I was always wanting to learn about stuff. I was always reading books and listening to records and listening to his stories and listening to my great grandmother's stories and talking to other family members and stuff like that. And the older I got and the more they would tell me, I just felt like it was very interesting, although a lot of the stories were a bit scary. Um, like it was really scary because they'd tell you something, but you ain't gonna be able to believe it until you start reading books, and now you got books with graphics and pictures and stuff. Like even still to this day, I still read like certain stuff. Um, but the crazy thing about it is, with that being said, when it comes to the Black History movement, and I'm not Black History, Black Lives Matter movement. At first, everybody was supporting it. They protest and stuff like that. Everybody got these hats to say BLM, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't fully support it. I stopped fully supporting this whole Black Lives Matter movement and LGBTQ community movement because I feel like it don't fully matter. It only matter to a certain extent. You cannot sit here and say Black Lives Matter when a white person doing the killing or a Puerto Rican person doing the killing or another race is doing the killing, and then in the same token, you sitting over here
You should have been in childhood development.
cursing me out and I'm black.
You should be a goddamn history.
You cannot sit here and cry and say LGBTQ lives matter when a homophobic person is doing the attacking, but we all in the LGBTQ community attacking each other. You see it on reality television. You starting to see it in music. You starting to see it in movies, even on social media platforms. I just got finished going back and forth with somebody over something that happened years ago. Um, so I feel like that's the main reasons why I just choose not to support it no more because I just feel like it's stupid and it's not solving nothing. People are still getting kidnapped. People are still getting shot and killed. People are still fighting. People are still arguing over social media. And it's like, when does it really matter? Y'all wasting y'all time doing all this protesting for nothing. And like, what are y'all helping with? Because y'all can't sit here and act like y'all doing marches and trying to make the world a better place 1 minute, and then the next minute y'all doing riots breaking into stores, burning stuff down, attacking the police, flipping cars over, um, stealing out of stores, and like I just feel like it's just history. It's just pretty much history repeating itself. All the stuff that happened back in the 80s and 70s and 60s and 50s. I just feel like it's happening all over again, slowly but surely, and it makes no sense that when I was younger, I could go anywhere I want. Especially like in the neighborhoods, I could walk to the store by myself. I could walk from neighborhood to neighborhood by myself. And nowadays, if I was to go back in those neighborhoods, I wouldn't there feel comfortable going to the poppy store.
Okay, you got to wait. You know you smelling and waiting. No, it's all right. We good with that. You're good. Yeah, we good. It's comfortable, mama.
Let me see.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, we are good. Yeah. Rose said she love you, mommy.
Oop, I love you back.
Oh, she. What the hell wrong with me? She still went though. I know she was. You knew Grandma was. But you don't even understand. Put that under there too. But it's so comfortable though. That's what you don't even understand. It's so comfortable. You're okay. Thank you, mommy. We love you. Yeah. And Damien, where you gotta go to sleep in the morning? Oh, she getting out of here. She missed the she missed the day. Oh, it's the last couple of semesters. This is it. And she going her prom? Oh, it's over. This is over, baby. All right, here we go. I got my daughter. What about yourself? Don't worry about me, baby.
What's a happy birthday and having Aunt Barbara?
What table? Check my daughter, baby. Check out your own. Check out mine. If she ever makes a beat, fuck out of here. She not missing a beat. When I come to school, I'm not playing around when I come to school.
It's Sunita McGraw, Daryl Cambridge, Dorothy Cambridge. They said happy blessed A birthday and having Aunt Barbara. We love you. I was wondering why all these tags keep popping up.
Mommy, Damien said, who is Aunt Barbara? Why everybody on Facebook boosting her up? Who is she? Aunt Barbara, who is she? Aunt Barbara, that everybody, I've seen everybody that put all her, promoting her for her birthday. Oh, Aunt Barbara, that's probably, auntie. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, but we don't know who the heck she is. Barbara again? Yeah. So, but you know what it was in the action though, when we was talking about stuff earlier? Where the heck did Mr. Love come from? Mr. Love. That was, why would she come in here dictating the whole film? You couldn't go in the kitchen, you couldn't eat, you couldn't touch. Because this was she was mom's, her teaching aide. You know what I'm talking about? That you were picking on the one. Mr. Bo is her mom's teaching aide. She was her best fucking friend. She was her only girlfriend. His mom was teaching. So mom didn't have friends.
All right.